Ladies and gentlemen, please give your attention to Ladue JSUer, Miss Noah Lindsay Hahn.
Good evening. My name is Noah Lindsay Hahn, and I'm a junior at Ladue High School. It is my pleasure to welcome you this evening to the 15th Annual JSU Gala. My participation in JSU has exposed me to Jewish learning in a way that I have never experienced before. By bringing Jewish learning right to my school, Judaism is more accessible to me, allowing me to learn from different rabbis, teachers, and students, each with a unique Jewish perspective. Each week, the JSU staff stretch my brain with beliefs and practices different from my own, answering all of my Jewish-related questions and giving me the tools I need to shape my own Jewish identity. In addition, JSU has served me as a launchpad for new experiences in the Movitz Danforth Israel Scholars, NCSY, APAC Schusterman Advocacy Institute, and Jewish Scholars Fellowship. Because of JSU, I have grown both as a person and as a Jew, and I hope that JSU may continue to have an impact on Jewish teens for years to come. As awesome as JSU and its staff are, we cannot exist without the ongoing support and partnership of each of you, along with the Jewish Federation of St. Louis and its supporting foundations. It is my pleasure to call upon the father of two JSU alumni, who also happens to be the president and CEO of the Jewish Federation of St. Louis, to bring us greetings. Dr. Rehfeld.
Noah, thank you, and thank you for your inspiration of being so involved. I actually want to begin my remarks with something that's going to sound completely unrelated to the work at JSU, and it has to do with low-income students at inner-city schools. There is a very well-documented problem, and that is that parents of lower-income students don't take the time, don't spend the resources, and don't have the relationships with their schools to help their children do well in those schools. And there are really two approaches to this. One, as many of you have heard in the community, is a tisk, tisk, tisk approach. Don't you care about your students, about your kids? You should be in having student-teacher conferences. You should spend the time doing homework. And it's very moral and it's very heavy-handed. And there's another view of this, and it's, well, they just don't have the time because they're so strapped with second jobs, with just making ends meet, that they don't have the time to spend with their kids. The Westinghouse Company came up with an idea. They said, you know, we think it's the latter. We're tired of the tisk, tisk, tisk approach, and we're going to do something about it. And so they pioneered a project where they put a laundromat in a public school so that those lower income parents could actually be at school when they had to do their laundry. And they weren't spending hours doing something that was taking away from their ability to be with their kids. And what they found in this experiment was parents that did their laundry at school spent more time with their kids, developed relationship with those teachers, and were able to do homework with their kids because they knew what was going on. The improvement for the kids was off the roof compared to before they got involved. And I want to suggest to you that the Jewish community is facing very much what this problem illustrates. We have an entire generation that is not engaging with Jewish tradition, with Jewish life, with Jewish learning, with the things that matter to creating Judaism as part of a life well lived. And our community, there are two ways we can approach it. We can do the tisk, tisk, tisk approach and blame parents and blame kids for not making it a priority. And I'm sure some of us, many of us, feel that way. Why don't they go to youth group? Why don't they go send them to day school? Why don't they invest the time to celebrate Shabbos every week and celebrate the holidays? But let me tell you, JSU has taken a different approach. They have said, you know what, we're going to take kids as they are and we're going to meet them where they are. And instead of tisk, tisk, tisking, they're going to put JSUs and make access to Jewish life exactly where the kids are. lower the cost, increase the opportunity, strengthen and deepen their connection to Jewish tradition, Jewish learning, Jewish life, Jewish education, and inspire in them a lifelong passion. The beginning, as you just heard from Noah, and I'm sure you'll hear it for the rest of the evening, to make Judaism part of a life well lived. The Jewish Federation of St. Louis is proud to support JSU and all of the community work that's going to support this points of access to kids throughout our community who don't have a natural point of contact with Jewish life and learning. Rabbi Ravinsky, your board, your staff, thank you for all of the work that you do in strengthening our St. Louis Jewish community. I am very proud for the Federation's ability to be able to continue to support your work. Thank you so much.